the way to get clients, leads, and ultimately grow your coaching business has completely changed forever. And I'm going to run you through why in this video. See, just a few years ago, you could get away with going on social media and posting workshops and creating these free workshops, creating these PDF guides, creating these amazing lead magnets with a ton of information. And that information would ultimately get you coaching clients for your business. The reason it would get your coaching business clients is because people didn't have the information, didn't have the knowledge of how to get to a fitness goal or mindset goal or make more money with their coaching or whatever it might be. And you could just post these stuff and people would find it super valuable, super helpful. It'd build a load of trust and actually be able to move forward with working with you in the future. But the landscape just in the last 6 months has completely changed, where these things are actually absolutely useless when it comes to getting the leads, building the trust, and getting clients through the door. Why? Because now your potential clients can just go on ChatGPT, they can go on to Claude, they can go on these apps and AI tools, they can just speak into it for 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, and they can get the information very fast. They can get the exact same information that they would spend ages before reading or consuming from your packs and recipe guides and books and booklets and whatever it might be. Nowadays, people can just get access to this information extremely fast just from AI. And when you post these, and when coaches now post these lead magnets on their stories and they create posts and they put a load of work into them, people just no longer care about them whatsoever. The reason I don't care is because the information is just more information than ever, which makes it quite pointless and quite useless. So what we teach our clients how to do in order to avoid this and get more clients and make more money and still build a trust is to build what I call AI lead magnets. The way we want to do that instead, and I'm going to run you through why this crushes right now more than ever, is because what we can do is we can build lead magnets which are powered by AI to actually do a lot of the work for your clients. So your clients can just go onto this AI powered lead magnet. They can have a specific problem. The AI solves the problem and it gives them a solution that they can do. And a really simple example of this could be, imagine if you were a fitness coach and you worked with busy dads and your audience struggles, has no clue whatsoever how to stick to their nutrition, what nutrition to follow, how to do it. We can build for that audience, we can build an AI powered lead magnet that your audience can just go into, they can speak to for 30 seconds or a minute or 2 minutes, or they can type or they can use the voice chat. And by the end of these 2 minutes, the audience, your potential clients, have the AI, it's worked out their calories, it's worked out their favorite food, so it makes a diet plan and nutrition plan based on those preferences, and it gives them a printout of exactly what they need to do to follow. This lead magnet is going to be infinitely more valuable and infinitely more powerful. Why? Because of a few reasons. The first reason it's going to be extremely more powerful is because it's easier for people to actually follow and get results. It's quicker. Also, the second reason it'll be more valuable is because it's done a lot of the work for them. They don't have to read, they don't have to work out, they don't have to become educated on how to do their nutrition. They just use this thing and they've got the result. They've clicked their fingers, it's close to that, they've clicked their fingers, they nearly got the result from it. Becomes so much more valuable. And this is how you should be thinking, in my opinion, about any lead magnets you ever build for your coaching business moving forward. Stop thinking about education, stop thinking about information, stop thinking about doing workshops, PDF guides, recipes, nutrition packs, whatever it might be, and start instead thinking about what problem does my audience have that's frustrating them today or this week, that's actually frustrating them, getting on their nerves, and they need solving. And can I build something that's going to be very fast for the person to be able to follow to get the result on the byproduct? If you can think about it in that format, whether that's training, nutrition, mindset, supplementation, recovery, if you're a fitness coach, if you can think about it in that manner, and if you can build something, we do this with our clients. We literally build these stuff out all the time. But if you can build this, you can use Claude for this. You can literally, if you have a premium subscription on Claude, it's $20 a month. If you can have that subscription, you can build a quiz for your audience on Claude. You can give them a link. They can do the quiz for the nutrition or the training problem, and then by the end of it can spit out a guide or PDF printout, a nutrition pack, whatever it might be, and then just follow it through. You can do that with Claude, you can do that with ChatGPT, you can do that with Lovable, which are the 3 big ones we use with our clients. I'd pick one of these 3 and do it. Lovable and Claude probably look the nicest. ChatGPT, you can do custom GPT bots, which work very well. They're very simple though. They're very quick to do, they're very simple, but they don't look as nice. So that's the byproduct. Claude and Lovable look amazing, but they require a little bit more work. ChatGPT, you can just create a custom GPT and it's very simple. So that as a byproduct makes a huge difference, for one. And 2, at the end of this is a massive cheat code if you want to book a load of sales calls with these AI lead magnets. Is at the end of these lead magnets, have a call to action, embed a call to action to be cool. We've just solved you this problem with your nutrition. Now here's the next thing we need to solve to get you to this amazing 3-month or 6-month or 12-month goal you have with your fitness. Book a call. Here's my Calendly that the AI lead magnets can prompt people to your Calendly to book a call. And you just give them the value on these, right? It's a huge game changer to actually book more calls, build more trust, and move things forward. So if you're still relying on lead magnets and giving lots of information with your content, but for one reason or another they're not converting, just making this change with your content and what you're promoting, so it's less towards information and much more towards solving small problems and using AI as much as possible to solve the problems for your clients and just give them the stuff that they need to just go off and do by themselves, will be massive. So you can actually use AI to shortcut the amount of work it takes for your clients, and you can really stand out because nowhere near enough coaches are using this. And if you use it now, it'll be your unfair advantage. Just like, 5 years or 10 years ago when Instagram came out, the coaches that first jumped on Instagram made the most amount of money. Why? Because they were new to the platform, there wasn't as many people doing this stuff, and they could really stand out and crush. It's the same now. If you use AI to your advantage, you can really stand out, you can really dominate, you can really crush the market and really get a lot of clients, amazing results in advance, and move forward and build your coaching business. So just doing that would be massive. And building, so if you just start off with, if you're not clued on AI whatsoever, just build a custom ChatGPT bot. People can just enter start on the ChatGPT bot, and ChatGPT bot, and it can start doing the work for them. And if you want to make these really good, make the things it solves very small and very specific. The problems it solves very small and very specific. Don't try and give someone on a AI lead magnet the entire 6 or 12 month goal and outline ahead, just because one, it'll get too confusing, too hard to build, but also you're almost going to solve all the problems for your clients and they're not going to want it. Also, the third problem with that is it becomes very hard to talk about and market and sell in your content. So make the problem small, specific, something that your person is frustrated, annoyed, angry about this week, and you can just go off in your content, solve it, and then they can move forward. They can get amazing results with it as soon as possible. Will be the biggest cheat code you can ever have to standing out, to making money and closing more clients with your coaching business. So this is something that you should think about this week. If your lead magnets have been falling on deaf ears and they haven't been performing as well as you'd like. And if you found this post helpful, if you found this video helpful, make sure to hit like and subscribe so I know what type of content you want me to post more of. And if you need more one-to-one help with building these stuff out, me and my agency do this all the time for one-to-one clients. If you want to find out how we can do it inside your business and actually scale your coaching business using these kind of stuff, I'll leave a link down below. You can book a call. On the call, you speak to me one-to-one. We'll map out where your business is at, where you want to go, and I'll run you through how we can grow it to your first 3, 5, or even 10K a month. using these strategies, these tools, these systems to do that. There'll be a link down below you can do that, and I'll see you in the next one.